House hacking. Is it the best way to get started inside of real estate, or is it dead? Let's talk about it.
The pitch of getting your mortgage paid for by a tenant is so sexy, but the reality of it just did not fit my lifestyle. When I was considering it, I got some really good advice from a mentor who's owned tons of rental properties, and he told me to be my own tenant first, because if you're a good and responsible landlord, your tenant.
So basically what she's doing is she's living it. When you're house hacking, you're buying a duplex at a good percent FHA loan or anything like that, and you're living in one side and then you're renting out the other side, and the people that you're renting to is kind of paying off the lease of the entire duplex that you bought. So that is called house hacking. I have done this in the past, but kind of in a different way, to where I rent it out to roommates.
Whether they live in your house or they live in a unit in your duplex, they are somebody who can be in your pocket 24/7, 365 days of the year. My mentor also gave me an example.
I can't stand a pocket watcher. I can't. Ooh-wee.
He was like, if you have a tenant and their dishwasher goes out, you have to address that immediately. Whereas if it's your dishwasher, you can just wash dishes for a couple of months until you have the money or want to spend the money. I know it comes with a game, but having a tenant is something that I wouldn't take lightly. There's an ethical side of real estate investment that people tend to ignore. These properties aren't just numbers on the spreadsheets, they are people's homes. And I know that I want to address things timely and just in general be a really good landlord. Also, I just like having my own space, and I would want some separation between myself and my tenant. So did I leave money on the table? Yes. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. Let me know what you guys think, or if you've house hacked before. Holla for more, and let's get rich together. Bye.
So yes, I have house hacked before. I had a house that I rented out rooms to my roommates or whatever like that, charged them a certain price. It took care of the lease, but I get what she's saying. She don't want to live next to the person she's house hacking to or renting to, and them all in her pockets. If something go down, they're just gonna walk next door, knock on her door and say, hey, my fan not working. Hey, the AC not working. Hey, the dishwasher tripping. Like, dang, why you knocking all on my door? It's in the middle of the night. But if she wanted to be a good landlord, she'll go over there and fix it immediately, because that's how she would do it herself. But I do think she left a lot of money on the table. There is ways around it, especially if you want to get started inside of real estate, and say the first property that you own is a duplex. You could do it your first couple of years just to own that property. Now that you got your feet wet, now you can move to another place and rent out the side that you was living in. Now you got two renters in the house, and now you're living somewhere else in a single family household, living somewhere else. Now you're the landlord to those two. So can you put up with it for a couple of years? Yes, you can. There's even other ways around it. You can hire a property manager to manage the other side, and the people that you're leasing to don't even have to know that you're the landlord just from hiring a property manager. But this is the thing, from you being a landlord and learning everything that the landlords need to do, helps you understand what the property manager is supposed to be doing, and they take care of everything for you, but you want to know if it's being done right. So you do need the experience of, that's why people that own Chick-fil-A's work at Chick-fil-A, so they can know the entire process of everything first before they could kind of step back. So you kind of want to be a landlord first before you kind of take that step back.
House hacking is one of the worst real estate investing strategies that exist out there. If you want to be poor.
Okay, so he's taking a completely different approach. I mean, is it dead or is it still good?
Or a very, very small real estate investor that's highly leveraged every single time, you should be a house hacker. It is something that is very popular online. House hack this, house hack that, do this, do that. But in reality, if you actually want to be a successful real estate investor and build a career out of this and not just own more than one or two houses, house hacking is not going to work. It's for poor people. So unless you want to be poor, you need to right away adjust the way that you are.
I feel like he's attacking me right now.
Investing in real estate. Instead of focusing on house hacking so you could buy a house with the least amount of money down, ask yourself, how can I get access to people with more money, better deals, bigger profit margin?
I see what he's saying, that if you want to, not poor, you're not going to be poor from house hacking, all right? But he's saying that if eventually you want to have your real estate portfolio over the next 30 years is you house hacking, you get a good loan, you get a duplex, you stay on one side, you rent out the other side. 3 or 4 years down the line, you get another duplex. Now you're going to have two duplexes. So over the course of maybe 15, 20 years, at the end of the day, you might have 8 duplexes underneath your name. To him, that is not a real estate That's not your job. Your main job is not having a real estate portfolio underneath your belt, because you only have 6 or maybe 8 homes over the course of 20, 30 years. To me, that's fine. It's not your main job. You have a main job and you're making extra income from house hacking over the years, and now you got 8 duplexes underneath your name. By the time you're ready to retire, you'll have a couple $100,000, maybe even a couple $1 million inside your portfolio. Well, he's saying that if you want to go full-time real estate investment portfolio to where you want to have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 homes, houses, apartments, buildings underneath your name, then you need access to a lot of money, the right people, and to buy houses. You're not hacking. You're not living in one side and renting out the other. You're buying triplexes. You're buying apartments, and you're buying these multifamily homes. You're buying family homes that you're renting out, that you're buying, flipping, and selling. That is a real estate portfolio. So over the next 20 to 30 years, now you have 60 real estate investment portfolios underneath your name, compared to just 6 or 8. So he's saying that he's going to have millions and millions and millions of dollars in real estate portfolio versus someone who's working a job and flipping a new duplex every 2 to 5 years or so. So I see what he's saying. You're not poor just because you don't have a 50 house real estate portfolio. He's just talking about being super wealthy.
When you house hack, you do not have to tell the other people renting the other units in your house hack that you're the owner. Some people like to tell them they're the owner and act.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier. You don't have to tell them you're the owner.
As the landlord.
And that's why I think the first lady was missing out on some money, just because she didn't want people pocket watching.
And do all the property management to save the couple $100. But realistically, you can hire a property manager and have that property manager do all the work for you, and even you pay your own property manager, so that you don't have the headache or inconvenience, or you can get over the fear of living in the same area as your tenants. I have multiple friends who do that exact thing. They live in their small multifamily and they have a property manager, and they just take that extra $200-300 out of their potential.
Now, property manager gonna cost. They usually take a percentage of the rent, or they take a flat line fee or anything like that. But they do all the screening and who they're gonna put inside the house. They do all of that for you. So, but you will be missing out on a couple of $100 if you hire a property manager.
Rent income. Or there's other friends that I have that say that they're the landlord and just work as that. If you are screening these people, screening the tenants, and choosing who lives in the small multifamily with you, then you really shouldn't have a problem telling them that you're the owner. Otherwise, if you do, just hire a property manager and pay the extra money, and you don't have to worry about nobody or nothing. You just rent your unit as if you were renting it from somebody else, but you own the whole building.
Me personally, you know what? Let me know what you guys would do down in the comment section. Would you not mind being a landlord and keeping the extra $200-300 every single month, which adds up over the entire year or years? It really adds up. Would you mind being a landlord, living next to one, knowing that they're your landlord? Or let me know in the comment section, would you hire that property manager? The property manager is going to screen everyone. They're going to put people inside of the house. They're going to say, hey, you're late on your notice. You're 15 days late on your notice. You're about to get evicted. They take care of all of that for you. You're just waking up, paying your property manager, and they take care of all of that for you. If someone's late, if they're paying on time, anything like that. Or would you rather be the landlord? So would you A, be the landlord, or B, go ahead and hire a property manager? Let me know what you would do down in the comment section.
So a lot of people talk about house hacking. You get an FHA loan, live in it a year, and then go do it again. Well, you can't just jump into another FHA loan in the same market, right? And even if you move 100 miles away, which is one of the requirements for having another FHA loan, you still need to show that you have 25% equity in that home, right? And if you just bought it a year ago, putting 3.5% down, you more than likely don't. So if you want to live in it a year and go buy another one, you either need to refinance or you need to use a conventional loan, right? And now that option is available.
So conventional will allow you to rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Absolutely.
Without having to refinance or any other type of creative financing
For sure.
solution.
That's huge. And then another piece is if you factor in mortgage insurance.
So yeah, basically what it's saying is that it that's why the second guy, he was like, hey, it's gonna take you 5 years to have that FHA loan from that duplex to get enough equity in it to get another FHA loan anywhere that you want, because it's gonna be 25% equity inside of it or anything like that. So over the course of 30 years, that's why you only have around 6 rental properties underneath your name inside your real estate portfolio. But if you do your first time FHA loan and then do a conventional loan and you sell the duplex or you keep the duplex and rent out both sides, now you're able to do conventional loans down the line. So is house hacking a great way to start out? Of course, it's a great way to start off. It's a smart way to start off. Can you keep it continuously going for a very long time and end up having a 30, 40 house figure portfolio by the time you're ready to retire? Probably not. You need to do it another way. And there we go, dreamers. That is the house hacking. Is it dead? Is it still going on? No, it's not dead. You guys can still do it. People are just not like living next to the people they're renting it out to. Either, hey, I wouldn't even rent it out to friends, because if you rent it out to friends, it could ruin your friendship. If you rent it out to family, it could ruin your family dynamics, things like that, because you never know how people really act until they're inside your property, messing up your own home. So you can hire a property manager to do all the screening for you. You could live next to a person that actually be the landlord. They would never know that you're their landlord ever, and the property manager would take care of everything on the other side. But if you're really trying to be like super duper wealthy, house hacking is not the way to go. If you want to be financially free and don't have to be worried about how much money I need to retire and all this and all that, then house hacking is the way to go. You will be financially free. Will you be super wealthy to pass down 20 houses to each of your kids? No, you won't be super wealthy to pass down 20 houses to each of your kids, but you will have a lot of money inside your portfolio from house hacking. So is it dead? No, it's not dead. Is it the smartest way to go? I will say it's the smartest way to start off is house hacking, because you could buy a house. You could rent out each room to one of your roommates. It doesn't have to be a duplex. You could buy a house, rent out each one of the rooms to your roommates, your friends, right? When you get out of college or anything like that, they're paying down the loan on the house. You're collecting equity in that. You could refinance and go get your second home. Or you could get that duplex from an FHA loan and go ahead, rent it out, hire a property manager, go and move on to the next one. Let me know what you guys think down in the. But don't forget, guys, if you do want to learn how to make more money, you guys could join the Patreon. That link is going to be down in the pinned comment section. Of course, I run my finance channel on my Dream Green Show YouTube page over there. I talk about stocks and investing inside of my Patreon and take to my Discord, where I post every single time I buy and sell stocks, my option trades. And I have 3 pro day traders in there right now that post their option trades every single day. So if you want to be a part of a community of traders that want to be financially free just like you, go ahead and check out that link down in the pinned comment section. If you made it to the end of this video, hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. Got a lot more coming. This is Dream Green Conversations, and I'm out. Peace.